Good evening, Professor Chapman and fellow classmates. Hi, my name is Kerry White, and today I would like to present my case study on REI, titled Retail with a Purpose. Pretty much going to talk about the company itself, its organizational structure, its business structure, its successes, and also talk about the key concepts that the company used from two chapters that are highlighted in this case study, chapters 4 and chapter 6. And with that, I'm going to also address 5 questions that this case present. So without further ado, let's get into this case. So REI stands for Recreational Equipment Incorporated. REI is a unique in its ability, historically, in its ability to stifle the effects of economic decline, unlike its other brick and mortar companies such as the Toys R Us, Borders Books, Sears, to name a few, who have fallen victim to the whole e-commerce boom in recent years. One of the main reasons stem from the fact that this is a co-op business. And we're going to get into what a co-op is. Let me just give you a little quick overview of the co-op. Well, co-op by definition is a firm slash business owned and controlled by the people, or should I say the members, who use the product or services that the business produces. Co-ops differ from your other forms of business, your for-profit businesses, because they operate more for the benefit of members. Membership is everything, by the way, rather than to earn profits for investors. Co-ops been around for 170 years, very distinct in that aspect from the traditional models, where traditional models, like I said, cater to the needs of the stakeholders, employees, customers, suppliers, the local community, the environment, and, like I said before, investors. In this analysis, like I said, I'm going to break down chapters 4 and 6 to highlight the secret to their success. But let me just also give you a little quick synopsis of its humble beginnings. REI was created in 1938 by two visionaries, Lord and Mary Anderson, who, with 23 other friends, formed a business out of a hobby, or should I say a passion for outdoor life. This company was created to cater to outdoor enthusiasts. That was their mission. They specialize in selling outdoor clothing and gear. So in many respects, this company has been really successful in basically selling and promoting a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle retailer. And REI, being a cooperative, has been one of its key reasons for success. So I'm going to, like I said before, let's get into the keys to success, or should I say the secret to success. Retail with a purpose is the overall firm's mission: to simply promote and sell outdoor lifestyle. So the first question asks, let's get into the first question. Let's see, it says, what connection can you see between REI being a purpose-driven organization and employee motivation? Well, let's see. I would say I would have to say And this comes from chapter 4, by the way, one of the key concepts. Chapter 4 is titled Individual Attitudes and Behavior. And it pretty much talks about fostering a positive job attitude to enhance overall corporate well-being. So for REI, I would say their success in utilizing these principles stems from the company as a whole, based on its business structure, by default motivates its customer through its ownership. This simply motivated by sharing ownership. It's been proven historically that when an employee works for a firm and when they take quote unquote ownership of their job, they normally perform better than their counterparts who may or may not feel or have any stake in their respective company. It's important to understand that sharing ownership in a company keeps most employees engaged and motivated to succeed, because in essence, with their other members, they share common goals and risks in the firm's success or failures in that case. In this case, REI's case, success. So when you ask what the connection is, I would say the connection, they go hand in hand. Members are motivated by having a passion for outdoor lifestyle. This firm motivates its customers by catering, or better yet, putting stock into its members to sell a lifestyle to gain potentially new members. So it goes hand in hand. So let's get into the next question. Next question asks, let's see what we have here. Do you believe in the Yay Day and the hashtag opt outside are practices other retailers can and should embrace? Why or why not? Okay, what would I say? I would say yes, but only if the firm, a profit driven firm, has set forth a clear vision and theme for its operation. Like I said before, REI's their purpose over profit, and they have a strong mission statement. So it's important for a for-profit or any company to have a strong mission statement, a clear, concise mission statement, and to have a strong organizational culture and value system. So yes, I do recommend it. It is possible. We have to have a clear mission, strong organizational culture. One of the specific terms they use in Chapter 4 deals with organization commitment and job engagement. Those are some of the concepts that I think REI utilize for this particular question. So let's see. Next couple of questions relate to will relate more to Chapter 4 and 6, specifically the term job engagement. Question is, let's see, what's the next question? What is the role of giving employees voice and employee motivation? Well, I would say REI, for example, provides an excellent example of how they manage to keep their employees/owners motivated by giving them a voice, by providing a platform they call quote unquote campfire. A campfire where they're able, where the employees are able to engage in open debates and talk about issues important to them. In addition, they conduct town hall meetings to keep their employees informed and engaged in open discussions with management, and where they talk about the firm's total well-being. Like I said, the key term here is engagement, job engagement. which is a key role in giving employees a voice. So that's one of the key things. I'm going to wrap this up. I can go into more details. I've actually gone to more detail in my written discussion, but provided that I'm on a time frame, so I'm basically giving you the abridged version here. But I'm hoping that I'm able to keep you guys engaged with this information. So let's get to the next question. Next question is, in your view, are all employees interested in finding meaning at work? And how can organizations ensure that employees get a sense of meaning if the organization is not purpose-driven? Okay. This question I have to really dig in, but I can tell you right now, chapter 4 and chapter 6 talks about things relating to this as well. So the first part of the question, I would have to say, in terms of job satisfaction, unfortunately, most employees, and some of you probably witness this, whether they're professional, non-professionals in jobs, they just work a job just to pay the bill or make a profit. But there's only a lucky few, like I said before, outside of sports and entertainment, who make a living, should I say, a very well living, doing what they enjoy doing or have a passion for. But in the REI success is built on that joy and passion that the members or group, I should say, as a whole share. And that passion is for outdoor living. So like I said before, REI, the way they're set up, the organization set up, by default, the company by default motivate their employees. And even with that, they still add additional concepts to keep their employees engaged. So part 2 of the question asks, how can organizations ensure, make sure I read this right, ensure that employees get a sense of meaning if the organization is not purpose-driven? How could they ensure that? Well, I would have to say it is important, like I said before, for an organization to set a clear vision and mission, which is trickled down from upper management and down to the staff. They have to really make it clear what the mission is. You know, they have to be able to sell, convince, just like I said before, I stated before, catering to your, one thing's cater to your external customers, but it's important to cater to your internal customers. So just like with most companies, they try to promote and sell a lifestyle or promote and sell whatever it is. It's important to get your employees to buy into your vision, so to speak. So that's why it's important to have a clear mission. Next, I would have to say HR department, including recruitment efforts, should involve more intensive vetting of candidates to make sure that they are perfect fit, or should I say fit the organization's identity. And they talk about this in chapter 4 and some in chapter 6. One of the key terms I want to highlight is a term called person environment fit. And this term is used in chapter 4 as one of the 9 contributing factors to job attitudes, positive job attitude. So there are 2 components to this term. One is person job fit. The other is person organization fit. So in order for organization to get an employee on board, this is what some of the terms or techniques they have to apply. So for a person-environment fit, by definition, it says refers to the fit between what bring to our work environment and the environmental demands influence both our behavior as well as our work attitude. The person-job fit and the person-organization fit are positively related to job satisfaction and commitment, which is mentioned in chapter 4. They talk about this, all going back to the concept of promoting a positive work attitude. So I would strongly suggest that for most for-profit organizations to put emphasis on evaluating candidates' values and special interests. And like I said before, selling a clear message and vision for their employees to buy into. Now, my last question I would like to address. Last question is, let's see what the question is. In your view, what are the motivational advantages and disadvantages of tying compensation to company profitability and departmental performance? Okay. In terms of dealing with motivation and commitment, now chapter 6 deals with several motivational principles. The title itself speaks volumes to me, like I stated before, designing a motivating work environment. I think that perfectly describes what REI did. This is a cooperative model. REI Incorporated actually did by default design a motivating work environment through this whole membership aspect. Like I said before, they motivated by default upon having members, invested members. Now, REI has advantage over many for-profit organizations for that reason. But they, like many organizations, have implemented programs tying employee compensation to company profitability and departmental performance. Like I said before, in my written presentation, I think goal setting and reward system is advantageous in simply getting employees to generate more revenue for the firm. That's it. I think there's more of a disadvantage, in terms of getting employees motivated in that aspect. I would say, and I've mentioned this before in my write-up, that some people would say, what's wrong with a little healthy competition? And, competition can help motivate the best out of the company. Yeah, I heard of that, but I say no. Simply because healthy competition does not involve money or raising revenue. Historically speaking, when money is involved in any type of competition, corruption and dishonesty follow suit. That's just kind of like human nature. Even with a company like REI, which seems to have a strong communal foundation, they have potentially they have issues with this. When you're pinning multiple highly motivated members to battle over sales. I think, once again, it's negative because, for example, REI members would potentially compromise its value, and that value is purpose over profit. And this commission-based compensation system brings potentially unethical behavior to organizations. And I believe that it, in terms of having department performance systems, ultimately create divisions too amongst its employees. So I think it's more of a negative thing than a positive. However, like I mentioned before in my write-up, I do believe that it is beneficial for most organizations to maintain a healthy balance between celebrating individual achievements and at the same time promoting a sense of community. I think REI have managed to do this very well for almost a century. And that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed my presentation. I don't want to be too wordy. And until next time, good evening.